This week's POW, we're going to do a little bit of geometry. Mr. Blaine rented a storage unit that is 10 feet long by 10 feet wide by 8 feet high. How many moving boxes will fit on the floor if we keep a 36-inch aisle down the middle and use boxes that are all 18 inches long by 18 inches wide by 16 inches high? All boxes will be stacked the same way with the boxes all facing up. So when you're looking at a storage unit, you need to determine how many boxes you need to purchase so that as you're packing up your belongings, you can maximize the space of your storage unit. So traditionally, people will buy boxes that are all the same size or that all have the same footprint. A footprint basically is if you put something down on the ground, how much space it takes up. And that's what we're looking at with this word problem. How many boxes can we fit on the floor of this storage unit? Okay, so we're looking at how much space or what the footprint is if I have boxes that are all 18 inches by 18 inches. My storage unit is 10 by 10 by 8. I have an aisle that is 36 inches. And then my boxes are 18 by 18 by 16 inches. So I have two different measurements. I have feet and I have inches. So I need to first convert everything over to one or the other. If I do everything in feet, I will be working with some decimals because 18 inches is 1.5 feet. If I convert to inches, then everything that I will be working with will be whole numbers. So I can use ratios to determine how many inches are in 10 feet. I know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So I can take that ratio and multiply it by 10 feet. And I can determine that I have 120 inches in 10 feet. Okay, so now everything is inches. Since I am just looking at the floor, I don't need to worry about how tall my storage unit is, and I don't need to worry about how tall my boxes are because I'm just looking at the footprint of both. It might help you to draw a picture of your storage unit. Your storage unit is a 10 by 10 foot room or 120 inches by 120 inches. And we have an aisle going down the middle, and the aisle is 36 inches. What you need to do is figure out how many boxes will fit on either side of the aisle. So you can draw a picture, you can use math calculations, but you need to figure out how many boxes am I going to fit in my room along the floor. Now, this blue box is not drawn to scale. You have to remember that you cannot have fractions of boxes. You can only have whole boxes in the room. So if you get a decimal, you have to drop the decimal. You're only concerned with the whole numbers. Figure out how many boxes fit on the floor of the room. Put that answer in a complete sentence. Show your work. Explain what you did to get your answer. And turn your POW in on time. All of that will give you 100% on your POW.